Hey everybody, welcome back to another casual plastic modeling video. So today, since I had someone ask me exactly what it was, and I of course didn't know, I thought that I would take a look at the Encore models 172 scale Bristol Beaufort Mark 8. This is one of the kits that I got in that eBay auction, which if you haven't checked that out yet, I will leave a link in the description to that video so you can go have a look at it. I had never ever heard of Encore models before in my life, or if I did, I completely forgot, which is very possible. Because, yeah, you know, it's getting old is no fun. But anyways, yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. This is the most, well, one of, I should say, the most plain-looking boxings I have ever seen. Box art is by Dan Greer, but of course it is in black and white. So, yeah, not a lot of stuff to draw your attention to it. However, if you are a fan of Encore models, I suppose that wouldn't matter because you know what you're getting. Anyways, let's take a look at this bad boy. Got 172 scale, new decals, photo etch antennas, and mounting posts. That's cool, like the photo etch. Complete assembly and painting instructions included. New decals and markings for 4 aircraft. So we've got Beaufort Mark 8s of number 7 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force, number 100 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force, number 32 Squadron, and number 6 Squadron. Everything Royal Australian Air Force, which is very cool. Let's take a look at the first long end here. Bristol Beaufort data. If you want to have a peek at that, there you go. And looks like it's kit number 1010, molded in Russia, packaged in USA. Huh, cool. Short end, pretty much the same thing as just a portion of the long end without talking about the Beaufort itself. Other long end looks like it is identical to this one. Nah, it's different. Yeah, some more history on it though. Detailed scale model for adult collectors, not suitable for children under 14 years. Yeah, okay, so this has just got raw data of the airframe itself. And this one is actual history. Okay. Yeah, the short ends are definitely the same though. Let's take a look. I've never even looked in this box, so for all I know, it's stuffed with yard rocks. I don't know. Luckily, we are incorrect. There is the instructions. Here's our photo etch right here. Looks like it used to be taped right there to the instructions, but no more. That tape has dried out. Very cool. Where are the decals? I don't see any. Are they still in the box? Huh, they're not. Alright, so this kit is missing the decals. I'm not too worried about it though because there was a ton of spare British decals in the box. Alright. Lots and lots of tasty flash. Raised panel lines with, of course, that's what you would expect. Especially a kit from 93 and especially a 1/72 scale. Raised panel lines don't bother me. Engraved panel lines are great, but I'm not going to get salty about it. Lots of flash. Okay, there's the port side wing. upper half of the wing. Looks like we've got a vertical stabilizer, horizontal stabilizer. Of course, I could have those backwards. Don't know a whole lot about the Beaufort itself. Got a couple of engines here with a decent amount of detail. Looks like a pilot and co-pilot figure. They don't look too bad at all. Wheels and tires, some more of the engine encapsulated in flash. The flash doesn't honestly bother me that much. Yeah, I mean, it could be a pain to clean up, but yeah, this stuff is just falling off of these sprues all over the place. But, I mean, you know, something like that, that's not going to be a huge blast to clean up. That's not very cash money right there. But I will do it. Clear part, or at least the first clear part, something stuck to it. No, very, very hazy. Yeah, that clear part looks absolutely awful. I'm going to have to try to polish it out. But I mean, that looks like... It's like it's short shot too. Yeah, I think that's the worst quality clear part I've ever seen. Ever. Here's the rest of them. Oh yeah, I mean that's... Well, I don't have to explain it to you. You can see it right there. That is awful. Absolutely terrible clear parts. Okay. Well, can't always get what you want, right? Port side fuselage half. Basic, generic raised panel lines. Looks like it's really roughly molded on the starboard side. Oh yeah, there is a lot of pitting, mold lines, some raised bumps. Let's see if I can get it just right in the light there. There you go. Yeah, not super pretty. I mean, again, it's, you know, it's going to take a little bit more effort than a Tamiya kit or something like that. Yeah, this is going to be a complicated kit to build. I will build it, because I've never built an Encore kit before. But it's going to take a little bit of TLC, and that's okay. Here's the bottom of the wings, both port and starboard. Engine nacelles. Lots of little tiny parts to clean the flash out of. That is going to be fun. With some seats there. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst that I've ever seen, but it's up there. A couple of teeny tiny little propellers and hubs. Okay. There's another pilot slash co-pilot slash navigator slash radio operator. I will have to take a look at that and figure out who everyone is and their duties. Another horizontal stabilizer with a giant release pin right there, where it will be most obvious. And another clear part. And I use that term loosely. This actually looks like it's probably the best clear part. Yeah, and I mean, it looks terrible. Have you guys ever, which I'm sure you probably have, but, you know, like clear candy coating on things? How it just has like a bumpy pattern to it. And you could see how it flowed into the mold or on top of the candy or whatever. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I mean, it's terrible. But hey, anyways, I digress. It's a model. Yeah, I definitely don't see any decals here. Again, that's okay. I'll live. But let's take a look at the instructions. Alright, so step 1, cockpit assembly. So it's got, of course, paint callouts for all of your different little tiny pieces and such there, including the pilots, their flight suits, boots, and all that fun stuff. Step number 2, propeller assembly. Pretty straightforward. Pretty much common as is everything else. Step number 3, landing gear. Step number 4 is going to be the nacelles assembly. Step number 5 is fuselage assembly. Number 6 is going to be wings and putting the engines onto the wings. Number 7, final assembly, which is always one of my favorite parts. Here's where you put the clear parts on. Canopy, nose glass, horizontal and vertical stabilizers and all that fun stuff. And here is where all of your photo etch goes, becoming antennas. Which, again, I think that's really cool that they added photo etch to this. I mean, I would have been okay if they would have done away with the photo etch and just made the clear parts nice. And we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different marking options. 4 variations of the Mark 8 Beaufort, but I don't have those decals, so I get to do this kit any old way I want to. And there we have it. Mischief managed. My very first look, and perhaps your very first look at any Encore model, period. Again, from 1993. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I kind of like challenges, even if they do eventually wind up in the trash. You know, I shouldn't say that. I don't think I've ever thrown away a model. It just kind of goes into a parts bin that, well, let's just say that the parts bin rivals my model stash, and that's nothing to sneeze at. But anyways, important part, of course, throw it down in the comments if you guys have had any kind of experiences with the Encore models. Oh, look at that. Formerly released by Frog. If only I would have read that. That makes a little bit more sense now. But anyways, yeah, let me know your history with the Encore models. If you have any, or if you've heard of them, or, you know, whatever, any kind of anecdotes or any of that fun stuff, because to be honest with you, that's one of my favorite parts of this whole entire channel, is hearing the history, the past, and the memories from all of you fine folks out there. If you haven't subscribed yet, best way to support the channel is to do that completely free. You can change your mind at any time. Tick the bell to get a notification every single time that I do upload a new video. Throw it a thumbs up if you liked it. Until next time, love you all, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Happy modeling.